Greetings. Well, here's the thing. I'm on the way to doing a removal, and I've already been down there once actually by mistake and gone on to another job and then gone on, but then I can't get back because the fast road down the A3 is blocked. I'm actually going an alternative back route. So this is north of Portsmouth and it's today. So I suddenly thought, well, this is one of the crazy ways modern life is, really. You've got all these fast roads that are great when they work, but because they're streamlined, it's a streamlined system, you're locked into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 lanes, no roundabouts, nothing, that's all you do, you're going from one place to another. They're great when they work, but there is absolutely no fail-safe and nothing provided for when there's a crash. You can be locked on a piece of road with no exits for hours just because nobody thinks of what happens if things don't go right. And I thought, how absolutely perfect that picture is for the evangelical church and the charismatic church, neither of which have paid the price yet to build their rock, build their spiritual life on the rock. They've opted for fast, quick and easy methods, which is really building on sand. So what's happening is you get Christian after Christian after Christian piling up into their Proverbs 1 crash as life hits them full in the face because they never ever got their Genesis 3 sorted. And there is no fail-safe in evangelicalism or the charismatic church. If you have a crash, there's nothing for you. There's no backup because we're talking at such a deep level that nobody can deal with it. This is what happened to me. And I was with Graham Cook. Yeah, let's expose Graham Cook. Yeah, because unless he's moved on, he needs exposing. To be honest, he was just acting out of his current light in the 80s, and he thought, well, let's set up a prophet school. So we all dutifully went along. I mean, people who had a recognised prophetic gift went along and joined this prophetic school with Graham Cook, and it was really good. I mean, it's like he is now talking. I mean, he's got so much wisdom and stuff about many things, and many things to do with the word. But he really hadn't sorted out Genesis 3. So he goes and says to the prophetic group, I want you to write down the real struggle, the number one struggle in your life. So I did. And Graham, it was so awful, Graham didn't know what to do with it. So he dutifully passed it to my pastor, who didn't know either, because in the charismatic movement and in the evangelical movement, they can't deal with Genesis 3. They're still living in darkness themselves. So consequently, you get these two streams of churches with pile-ups. Person after person after person crashes into the wall, which is life. Because there's a law of sin and judgment, and things going wrong, as long as you are still rooted in the independent self. And no one knows what to do with them. In fact, they sort of hush them out the way, remove them quietly. That didn't happen to me, actually. To be fair, they kept me on right through all the worst bits, funnily enough. But it's just when I decided to follow the Holy Spirit flat out and ignore all humans, just because I didn't trust what was going on anymore, that's when they chucked me out. So that is the thing, though. I mean, all churches everywhere, really, there's no church on earth that has adequately dealt with Genesis 3. It's a mess, and Christians know it and non-Christians know it. Well, actually Christians don't know it, but I mean the Christians find that out the hard way, and then you get the rear end of get booted out, don't you, with your shoes, with their shoes when things go wrong. The Argentinian churches used to say, it's like the church is like a building project. It's like a building site, and when you first build a building, there are no separate rooms, and so everything is on plain view. There are no bathrooms, and one of the differentiations then with a finished building is that you have rooms like bathrooms for unseemly things to go on, and you can keep them hidden, and you can have personal privacy. Well, that's the difference with the third level church. The third level church has bathrooms because it expects people to go through the Romans 6 and 7 process. Evangelical churches and charismatic churches are naive. They think that the initial conversion is the bathroom process, and so when people start manifesting the real stuff, they can't cope with it.